We are live. Hello, Lucian and J-Dubs. I am here to stream the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Green Bay Packers. This feels silly. I'm still getting used to doing this, but thank you guys so much for hanging with me. We are getting ready to stream the Cincinnati Bengals' upcoming defeat to the Green Bay Packers. Someone chime in. Audio's good. Video's rocking and rolling. I'm going to close out of my recording software. Just had to check my shot, but we're clear. Okay, so the Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. I have a few friends there. Apparently, Lambeau kicks ass, from what I understand. I've never been. I would have gone, but it's fucking crazy expensive. I have no people watching. So I can say anything I want since I have zero watchers. I don't think Ian Watkins was all that bad of a guy. Personally, I don't think he's guilty. You're just mad at him because you don't want him to create awesome music. That's my theory. He was scapegoated horribly, and you know what? That's okay. But we are here. We are live. I'm going to try and drop the link in a couple groups just so I can get some peoples. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Some previous scores. The Panthers defeated the Dallas Cowboys by a final score, I believe, of 30-27 on a game-winning field goal from Ryan Fitzgerald. Some other final scores. Pittsburgh has defeated Cleveland, I believe, 23-9. I saw a tweet from Diana Rossini that said Pittsburgh has not lost to Cleveland in 22 games in a row, which is absolute insanity. All right, a lot of games have gone final. Chargers have defeated the Dolphins 29-27. Devon A, despite a huge game from Devon A-Chan. Let's see. Herbert had a solid game. Lad McConkey topped the century mark. Elsewhere, the Patriots have defeated the Saints. A great performance from Drake May, 18 for 26 for 261 yards and a touchdown. Oh, damn it. We get Kevin Harlan. Oh, I have to miss Kevin Harlan. I fucking love Kevin Harlan. Rattler was solid. Olave had 98 yards. The Rams beat the Ravens 17-3. Cooper Rush is not that good. And you know what? I've seen him be fine. But, we get to see Joe Flacco for the first time in a Bengals uniform. Let's go. I mean, I know he's a 40-year-old guy. But Derrick Henry had 122 yards. I don't think Cooper Rush is in the right system. But Stafford had a solid game. Puka might be hurt. That's the big story. Shane Steichen. Joe Flacco's a handsome devil. He really is. But it's pretty wild that Joe Flacco is my quarterback. And I'm looking forward to calling a game for him. Colts, speaking of Joe Flacco's former team, the Colts have defeated the Cardinals by a final score of 31-27. Danny Dimes was 22 of 30 for 2 touchdowns and a pick. The Bengals will be kicking off. Daddy Evan McPherson, who I just saw do an air conditioner commercial. He kicks it away, and the game is underway. Kicks it off to... Is that Wicks? The Packers have so many receivers. It's pretty wild. It's to Williams, it looks like. So. All right. I'm going to move the mic over here. Technology is fun. Jordan Love is in at quarterback. I don't think that's a shock to anybody. I barely did my pregame research, but I get to see Micah Parsons absolutely wreck us. First play of the game, Love under center, drops back to pass. He's being pressured, fires, caught to a wide open Romeo Doubs for a Packers first down, about 20 yards down the field. I feel like we're going to see this all day. Lucian, I know you're a Packers guy, and I'm going to be heckled if the Packers cream us. But nice play to Romeo Doubs. He is at about the Bengals 40. He is at the Bengals 46-yard line. That was a generous spot. Love hands it off to Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt for 3 yards. Tackled on the play by Barrett Carter. It'll be 2nd and 7, ball at the 42. Also, the Jets are bad. I love it so much. The Jets are 0-6. They traveled to London to stink for 4 quarters. Justin Fields, I believe, had 45 yards passing. Love drops back to pass. Fires over the left to the middle. Thrown to Romeo Doubs. Dropped on the play. But he was pressured by DJ Turner. And it'll be 3rd and 7. It's not really your name. I want Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt to catch on so bad. But what is worse, losing to the Giants or Panthers? I'm not convinced either team is bad. The Giants might be good. I've always liked Dable. Love drops back. He's being pressured. He's running to the right. He gets the first, but he's tackled on the play. He gets about 10, tackled by Chris Jenkins. I'm going to say, shut up. I'm going to say the Giants because, like, morality-wise, it was not a good loss. It was like the Eagles, they had Barkley against his former team in New York. I am not convinced the Giants are a good team. Flacco in shotgun. He gets it. Hands it off. I believe that's Emmanuel Wilson. Gets about 2.5 on the play. Yeah, Jordan Love. Loves playing at Lambeau. One of the dumbest jokes. So I used to host a podcast. I don't know if I'm going to do it much longer. I used to host Fuck You Like the Bengals. Damn it. I said Jordan Love sounds like what Jordan Rodgers called himself on The Bachelorette. As Love hands it off to Jacobs. He crawls, gets about 5. It'll be 3rd and 2. Yeah, Jordan Love sounds like what Jordan Rodgers called himself on The Bachelorette. It's like, in the bedroom, no, in real life, they call me Jordan Rodgers. But in the bedroom, you know what they call me? Jordan Love. 3rd and 2 with 11:47, 6, 5, 4, 11:33. Matt LaFleur has a .668 winning percentage as the head coach in Green Bay. Ball on the 32.5-yard line. Love in shotgun. Hands it off to Jacobs. He is fighting. I don't know if he got it. I don't think he did. I will say, I think I saw Brandon McManus is inactive for this game, so it'll be 4th down. I'm pretty sure LaFleur wants to go for it right here. And it looks like he is. The Packers are going for it on 4th and short. 11 minutes remain here in the first quarter at Lambeau Field. It is still tied 0-0. Love sneaks it up the middle. He got it. It'll be first down, Green Bay. Shut up. Let's see. Final scores elsewhere. You said the Giants have a killer front four and Cam Scattaboo, but nothing else. Malik's hurt for the year. Slayton might be on IR now. Wan'Dale Robinson is I guess he just kind of has to be the one by default. All right, Love in shotgun. He drops back. He's facing pressure. Runs to the right. He's scrambling. He runs out of bounds, gets about 6 or 7. 10 minutes remain here in the first quarter. Scattaboo is so fun to watch. It's just, I don't know if it's a sustainable play style. Lucian, you better be watching Grassi's stream too, because Grassi's way better at this shit than I am. But it'll be 2nd and 4. Ball on the 17-yard line. Love under center with Jacobs in the backfield. Golden in motion. Hands it off to Jacobs. Running to the right. Tackled in the backfield. Joseph Osai with the play. It'll be 3rd and about 6. Ball on the 19-yard line. Great play by Osai. Correction, 3rd and 5. Again, I love Scattaboo. He's so fun to watch. He's like a psycho that doesn't have CTE yet. Love drops back. He's looking, facing pressure, and he's still facing more pressure. Fires it. Intercepted! Geno Stone! Great pressure by the Bengals. Intercepted by Geno Stone. And it is now time for Joe motherfucking Flacco. Now, I will say this. Someone on Bengals Twitter said, like, oh my God, we got a 5th-round pick for this guy. And they posted Flacco highlights. And they were Flacco Ravens highlights, which I'm just like, dude, that was a decade ago. But it is Bengals football. Love threw a pick, and it wasn't even the first quarter. I'm kind of shocked by that. I do need to grab a phone charger eventually. I will get one. But final scores elsewhere. Raiders up 3-0 on the Titans. Love's 2nd pick of the season. Yeah, I believe that. Let's see. 49ers and Bucks are scoreless. Raiders and Titans. Genti has 32 rushing yards already. Trey Tucker has 2 catches for 20 yards. Final scores I haven't discussed. Seahawks beat the Jags 20-12. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Huge day. 8 receptions, 162 yards, and a touchdown. AJ Barner, who I started in one of my fantasy leagues, had meager production, but he salvaged it. Jordan Love is the Jeff Garcia to Favre and Rodgers being the Montana and Young. All right. Mac Jones picked off. I doubt I'm getting. I was thinking about this. I doubt I'm getting a Grossi raid because I've already gotten one, and I still think it's pretty surreal that I've gotten one. But God, Green Bay looks so fucking sick, man. It's just in like a residential neighborhood. Okay, Lucian, chime in here. Love is a fine QB, but he'll be the one to hold Green Bay back. I don't think I was talking to a comic I worked with about a month ago, and Flacco is under center. 8:39 to go in the first. His first play as a Bengal, jet sweep to Jamar Chase, running to the right and tackled in the backfield. Is that Xavier McKinney? Oh, Bullard. There we go. That is a stat. Joe Flacco is the fourth QB all time to start for two teams in the same division in the same year. It'll be second and 13. Joe Flacco in shotgun. Hands it off to Samaje Perine. Swallowed up again in the backfield by a bunch of green jerseys. Believe Parsons was in on that. Lucian, chime in here. Jordan Love is not... Okay, I'm saying it right now. Jordan Love is not a quarterback that's going to be like, man, Jordan Love won this game for us. There are a lot of like Joe Burrow has like won games for the Bengals. Mahomes has won games for Kansas City. Allen's won games for the Bills. I don't see Jordan Love as that quarterback for the Packers. As Flacco in shotgun fires it complete. I believe it's to Jamar. He gets about 5 on the play. It was Jamar, but 3 and out on Flacco's first possession as a Bengal. It'll be 4th and 9 with 7 minutes remaining. In comes Ryan Rico. Punting to Golden. Number 1 song in the world. Number 50 receiver in the league. Rico punts it away. It's a good one. Golden calls for the fair catch. It'll be at about the Packers' 8-yard line. Yeah, I don't see Jordan Love as a quarterback that's going to win games for the Packers, as there is a flag on the play. 6:39 remaining in the first quarter. Let's see what Brad Allen calls. Holding on the Packers. It'll be first down. I'm assuming it's on Bo Melton. I'm assuming it's going to be half the distance to the goal. So 6:39 remaining in the first quarter. Jordan Love during Toyota-thon is an animal, though. I agree. He buys a bunch of cars. But so is he basically a game manager? Is this what I'm getting at? Sorry, trying to get my live stream onto a couple pages here. But again, 0-0. Scores elsewhere. The Bucs have scored a touchdown. It was a 2-yard rush from Rachaad White. So 7-0 Bucs over the 49ers right now. Again, for the Bengals, about 6:39 in the first quarter. It'll be Packers ball at their 4-yard line. That is correct. Half the distance to the goal on the holding penalty. There we go. All right. So let's see some final scores elsewhere. I think I covered all of them. So let's see who did well for the Panther. Rico Dowdle had a 30-year-old boomer and don't have anything else. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. There we go. I'm going to post this in a group real quick. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Oh, yay. Yeah, Rico Dowdle had, let's see, 183 plus 56, 239 all-purpose yards. I mean, it was against his former team. What do you expect? I started Tony Pollard over him like an idiot in one of my leagues in my flex position because I had as Love drops back. It's complete. Looks like that's Dontavian Wicks. It'll be about 2nd and 1. Correct. That is Dontavian Wicks. It'll be 2nd and 1. Yeah, the Bengals have the ball for a total of 2 minutes. That is a stat. I love that. 2nd and 1. Love and shotgun. Hands it off to Jacobs. He gets about 7. First down Packers, and it'll be at the 20-yard line. Yeah, I see that. All right. Ball on the 20-yard line. Dontavian Wicks in motion. Love fakes the handoff to Jacobs. Drops back to pass. Checks it down to Jacobs. It's complete. He is swallowed up on the play by Logan Wilson. It'll be about 2nd and 3. I mean, Rodgers was like, he was a projected first overall pick. I mean, I know all this, but Alex Smith was the guy, and then Rodgers just fell down the board. But he still played like he should have been picked first overall. Matthew Golden in motion and lands in the backfield. Love fakes the handoff, throws it backwards to Golden, and he gets about 10 on the play, driven out of bounds by Cam Taylor-Britt. It'll be first down Packers on their own 36-yard line. Solid play there by both teams, but a 10-yard gain on the Packers. So it'll be about 1st and 10. Checking in. I don't think anything's happened. I predicted a low-scoring game for the Titans. I predicted like 16-13. I don't even know who I predicted to win. Probably the Raiders. Love hands it off to Wilson. He gets about 2 on the play, maybe 1.5 before he's swallowed up by Bengals. It was more a sexy pick than anything for me. Yeah, I believe it. 6 for 7 for 35. Calvin Ridley, reception for 18 yards. I did joke in the past that with Matthew Golden, Jordan Love's passes would go from underthrown to really underthrown. Love drops back. It's complete to the aforementioned Golden. He's juking. He's making some moves. Gets down at about the 42-yard line of the Bengals. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. I did hear about Charvarius Ward. He got a concussion during warm-ups. I'm like, warm-ups? How do you get a head injury during stretchy time? All right. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. And I think Anthony Richardson got hurt during warm-ups too. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 44. Love drops back. He's looking. Checks it down to Jacobs. And he breaks a tackle. Gets about 8 on the play. He got his jersey in yardage. 2:21 remaining if you want to sync up. So again, no score. For those of you just joining us, thank you for tuning in to the live funeral for Ian Watkins, former singer of Lost Prophets. God, I spent all day looking at memes of that. It was very funny. Love, under center. Matthew Golden in motion. Jet sweeps it to him, running to the left. He gets the first and a little bit more, runs out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 Packers, 1:39 remaining in the first quarter. I like Matthew Golden, but Lucian, I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions during this. Is Matthew Golden a good receiver for Jordan Love? Because the common thing with the Packers is they have a lot of number 2 receivers. I'm not convinced Jaden Reed is legally allowed to catch a pass after the first quarter. Oh, yeah, that was very fun. I almost didn't do one as he jet sweeps it again. Is that Savion Williams? It is. I know my Packers. But no, it was very fun. I almost didn't do one, but I'm just like, man, I gotta write a bunch of jokes. But I'm just like, you know what? This guy's like, I'm like a rock and metal head. So I'm like naturally biased towards that genre of music. But I've been telling people, I'm like this guy is like the biggest piece of shit that's ever existed in music. Ball is on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 7. Love checks it down, complete, swallowed up in the backfield by DJ Turner. Completes it to Dobbs and right away brought down, and that should bring the first quarter to a close. Yeah, I made fun of Ian Watkins a lot after the arrest, after him getting murdered in prison. I've never seen the world come together. The world is completely divided, and we just needed this dopamine hit of Ian Watkins bringing everybody together. And we did it. We did it, everyone. We came together and said, screw Ian Watkins. And the joke I made, it's a wild one, but I said Ian Watkins died doing what he loved, getting penetrated by a tiny object. And that was a joke where my boss was like, no, you do not say that to anyone. So here I am saying it live on YouTube. Is that a ChatGPT commercial? Golden had the biggest ass at one point. I mean, yeah, he's a speedy receiver. He's going to separate. I didn't mean to sound condescending there. But I'll get a good look at him today. I'm not sure how long is I'm not sure how long I'm not sure how long Reed's on. I'm pretty sure he's on IR. Is he out for he's out for a while, isn't he? I'm not sure. But at the end of the first quarter, it is no score. Gina, what is he still doing in Vegas? I know he had ties to Pete Carroll when they were both in Seattle, but it is not going well for him. He has been ass all year. Like, save for a couple games, obviously, but like, God, he sucks right now. He's reverting back to his Jets days. But it is no score. God, Green Bay looks so fun. Oh, I know that guy. But yeah, I don't have the money to travel or do really anything. Jordan Love in the back. Jordan Love in shotgun. He drops back. He's looking. He's facing pressure. He escapes it. He gets about 2 on the play before he is brought down. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, where else are they going to call for him? Is anyone going outside? It's like, Kenny Pickett, Pickett. Lucas Havrasek. He's going for the 43-yard field goal attempt from the right hash mark. The kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. The Packers are up 3-0 on the Cincinnati Bengals. People will always call for a backup quarterback, especially when they've heard his name before. That's why I think the Shedeur Sanders thing has gotten out of control. Because like people are calling for him over Dylan Gabriel because they know his name. Like, oh, Shedeur Sanders, I've heard of this guy before. But it's like, oh, they know Aiden O'Connell's name. They know Kenny Pickett's name. Which when you're calling for Kenny Pickett, that's when you are real down bad. Let's see here. My fantasy team's had a real good day today. 7-3. Bucks are up on the 49ers. Jaden Reed is in Grossi's live chat. Whoa, okay. More Super Bowl pass attempts than Jackson, Allen, Herbert, Prescott, and Mayfield combined. I've never thought, okay, I'm going to try to give as many takes as I can. I've never thought Dak was a truly bad, like he's good at what he does, but for some reason just always has that one moment every postseason where it's just brutal. It's like that one knee, or it's that one like QB draw play that he had where he took it and ran out of time and couldn't spike it in time. But Prescott always produces. Dak is actually about to pass Tony Romo on the all-time passing leaders for the Cowboys list. He's like 1,200 yards away. It's pretty nuts. But yeah, I've always thought Dak was like, he could produce. But like George Pickens has been phenomenal this year. I did not see that coming. I mean, like the fact that he's like a true number one in an offense that can actually like throw the ball legitimately, it's pretty good. Haversick to kick it away. He gets it away. Gets it off to Charlie Jones. Jones is returning, running to the right, driven out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So in comes the ageless wonder, Joe Flacco. It's the third intra-divisional QB trade since 2000. The other two were Donovan McNabb and Drew Bledsoe. Of course, that Drew Bledsoe, I believe, was traded to the Bills, and then McNabb was traded to Washington. So, damn, there you go. All right, Flacco under center. Oh, no. Hands it off to Chase Brown. Gets about 2 on the play, tackled directly at the 30-yard line. How bad is Fred Warner hurt? Because I have a good buddy who lives in Virginia who's a massive 49ers fan. And he always tells me that Fred Warner's the best player in football. And he's phenomenal. But how hurt is Fred Warner? Because if he's hurt, like hurt, then that is not good. Oh boy. That sucks. I like Fred Warner so much. Flacco in shotgun, drops back, completes it to Taysom Higgins. He's running, gets about 17 on the play. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. And he was tackled on the play by Quay Walker. I did have to look that up, unfortunately. Flacco's a good natural thrower of the football. But it'll be first and... Wait, female ref? Ugh, got to boycott. Andre Yosivas in motion. Flacco fakes the handoff to Brown. Chops back, just throws it into the ground, incomplete. It'll be second and 10. Ball still at the 45-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay. I put this in a sketch earlier this week, but I said Flacco, it's like he's old. He doesn't have a lot of mobility and his line sucks, but he is a good receiver for the F it, Jamar is down there somewhere mentality. And I maintain that because he still has a cannon. Flacco drops back and he faces pressure, tries to throw it to Tanner Hudson, but it is right at his feet. Incomplete pass. It'll be third and 10. I'm going to text my buddy here. It is a broken ankle. Damn it. That sucks. All right. Flacco is in shotgun. He's got Pirine to his right. Yoshi to his right. Flacco drops back, escaping pressure, fires it right at Samaje Pirine, incomplete. Oh, no. This is my friend Matt said, and I quote, he said, his ankle was sideways. They only showed the replay once. No. Oh, it sucks. Man. That blows. As Rico punts it away to Romeo Doubs, brought down to the play by P.J. Jules. Why is Romeo Doubs the only Packer that wears that balloon helmet? Should more people wear it? Should others do something? Like, what's going on here? We'll figure it out one way or another. Let's see some scores elsewhere. The Raiders have it on the 4-yard line of Tennessee. Third and goal. That really sucks for Fred Warner. He is so good at football. But you really hate to see it. Oh, yeah, he is. Fred Warner's probably out for the year. I keep thinking I've seen more injuries this year than maybe ever. But everyone just keeps saying it's a normal year. And I'm like, this does not feel normal. There are so many injuries. Is it the turf? Is it just bigger, stronger, faster players? Is it like, what the hell is going on here? But so far, based on what I've gathered from the Bengals-Packers game, is that the Packers have held onto the ball an awful lot. They're maintaining possession. They're keeping drives going. And the Bengals haven't been able to do that so far. I don't fully trust Jordan Love's receiver core. It's like there's no alpha. Okay, you know what? I take that back. And Lucian, you're probably going to have to. I think the alpha in the Packers passing game is Tucker Kraft. He's the alpha to me. It's not. Yeah, I like the Guardian cap. It was like that fucking what was it? It was like the Tetris looking helmet that people wore. It was like that spongy looking thing that a lot of players wore at like training camp. It always looks very silly. Love in shotgun. Hands it off to Emmanuel Wilson. Gets about 2 yards on the play. Brought down, I believe, by Chris Jenkins. It's really difficult to hate the Packers like as like an organization unless you're like a Bears fan who just gets the shit kicked out of them by the Packers all the time. Love under center. It'll be 2nd and 8. 11:52 remaining in the second quarter. 7 seconds on the play clock. Love under center. Hands it off. It's Wilson. Gets about, he's fighting. There's a pile drive. Gets about 4 or 5 on the play. It'll be about 3rd and 3. Savion's a rookie, right? I think he is. Yeah, he's a rookie. Went to as Lou Holtz used to say, TCU. It'll be 3rd and 2. 11:11 remaining. Make a wish. All right. 10:59 remaining. Love drops back. He's getting chased. It's complete to Wilson, but he completes it behind the backfield, and he's driven out of bounds by Cam Taylor-Britt. 4th down. Oh, I am going to have to see that. You know what? Another wrap. His right leg already has been put in a cast. The entire Niners sideline is coming out to see Fred Warner. It's an air cast. That sucks. Punts it away. Charlie Jones back to receive. That's a good punt. Catches it at about the 25. He's running, hurdles, but he's brought down. Drops the ball temporarily, but falls right back on it. Gets it about the 37-yard line. Flacco is back in the game. I am going to have to get a look. I'm not a squeamish boy. Oh. Oh, even the Bucks were like, "Oh, we need to get a trainer on now." That sucks real bad. Ho! Ho! Yeah, we're going to see an Instagram picture of him on crutches in 2 days. He's probably going to be, well, they're playing in Tampa, I believe. Oh, boy. Ugh. Yeah, it's in Tampa, too. That sucks. We do not like that. We like Fred Warner around here. He's very good at football. But my God, that is absolutely brutal. Oh, yeah, that's not fun. But we are back live. We're here in the second quarter. The Bengals do have the football. Or we're not back yet. I'm just saying shit to say shit at this point. In other hilarious metal news, I'm a big metal guy. Leave me alone. As I Lay Dying is back together. I used to like them, so I still kind of do, but I know that their singer is also a big piece of shit. Tried to have his wife killed. Lucian, I think I saw your, I think you're a big metal guy too, but like, I know As I Lay Dying is back together. They put out a song. It's fine. Well, they're playing in Tampa. So the ball is the 37-yard line. Flacco is under center. Chase Brown in the backfield. The other Chase in motion. Hands it off. It's Chase Brown. He gets about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Swallowed up by Quay Walker at first. So it'll be about 2nd and 6. Well, Levi Stadium, I think they built it weird. So it's like half of the stadium. Yeah. It's like half of the stadium becomes like a like just super cooked by the sun. All right. Flacco hands it off to Chase Brown again. Gets about 3 yards on the play. I believe that's Forbes. Oh, how the hell do you pronounce that? Enagbare, maybe? 49ers. Oh, so Jones fumbled it and the 49ers got it back. Cool. Hell yeah. I was at the game last Sunday and people were, oh, I got to tell this story. Flacco drops back to pass, fires it to the right, caught by Tanner Hudson. He stopped it with one hand and still somehow caught it. Javon Bullard with the tackle. Okay, I got to tell this fucking story. So I was at the Bengals game last Sunday, and the previous 2 Bengals games, they had lost 48-10 and 28-3. And that paper bag that I wore for the play-by-play, I brought it to the Bengals game. And I also, first of all, I made the mistake of, oh, wow. And the punt rolls into the end zone for a touchback, but barely. So I made the mistake of putting, because I wanted to hide it. So I put it in the back of my shirt. I put it in the back of my jersey, and I get it out. It's covered in sweat. So it's just soggy. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to have this. So I put it on the ground at the tailgate. But then I'm like, where the hell is it? The other people, I put it near a cooler, and those people left to go to the game. So they threw the bag in the trash. I'm like, we're not having that. So I went back into the trash can, got it out. It was covered in beer. I'm a psycho. So I got it back out and I brought it into the game. I put it in my shirt, but then I put it under my seat because I didn't want to sweat it on it anymore. I think this story is making sense. So at one point, the Bengals are down 28-3 again. And I'm like, you know what? This sucks. I put the bag on. Oh, I know. I'm a lunatic. So I put it on. And I sit in a section. I have season tickets for the Bengals, but as you can see, but my section is where everyone is standing the whole game. When the team is there, we're hyped, we're there. Everyone in my section is sitting down. Every single person. No one gives a. No one. I almost said no one gives a hell. No one gives a shit. Nobody. I am the only person standing in my section. I am wearing my paper bag on my head because I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I care. People fan the way they want to fan. I am pissed because I care. And it turns out after the game, like multiple people had like posted pictures of me. There was a guy who won Bengals Fan of the Year. He's at the game today. He won Bengals Fan of the Year. He took a picture of me, posted it on his Facebook, and it blew up. He's pissed at me. He's like, this is not a true fan. True fans don't do this. And I'm like, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything on the post. But then my buddy, who I run a Bengals Facebook group with, he tagged me in that picture. It's wild. And then, like, I think some people knew it was me. But then later on, there's a local sports company that I don't know if you guys follow baseball, but Tom Brenneman, who used to do all right, we're back to the game. 8-12 remaining. Love pitches it back to Jacobs, gets about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line. So it's a company that Tom Brenneman used to work. There it is. He used to work for this company called Chatterbox Sports. It is Cincinnati based, and they do a lot of like Cincinnati sports stuff. But they posted like a video. It was like a reel of how pissed Bengals fans were. It was like half of the screen was them talking about it, and the lower half was a very high quality picture of me wearing the bag. As Love checks it down to Jacobs, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 6. Trey Hendrickson was there. I'm going to find this real quick because it's honestly very funny. But Chatterbox posted a picture of me. Oh, new follow on Instagram. And guess what? It's a porn bot. Deadass. I got followed by a porn bot. Yes, I've made it. Jordan Love is 8 of 10 for 59 yards, 3rd and 6, ball on the 23.5-yard line. Love drops back to pass, fires, complete to Dontavian Wicks. Looks like he got the first. So I'm going to find this because it's quite funny. Where is it? Come on, Daddy. There it is. So yeah, there's this thing called sports. They posted that picture of me. It's a good picture, and I messaged them. He's got bots. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, his knee might have been down. But they posted, I had like a couple people send it to me. Yeah, she had some nice hoots. I followed her back. All right. So yeah, that's that story. I don't think I'd wear a paper bag to a game again. It'll be 2nd and 10. All right. Love drops back. He's looking, facing pressure, fires it deep downfield to absolutely nobody. It'll be 3rd and 10, ball at the 30-yard line, 5:43 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Time of possession is absolutely insane. And guess what? I got to pee. I had a lot of Gatorade today. It'll be 3rd and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Love in shotgun, all by himself, drops back, fires it deep downfield to Matthew Golden. He got it. Wow, what a catch. Ball is now at the Bengals 31-yard line. Nice pass from Jordan Love to Matthew Golden. Good coverage by Cam Taylor-Britt, but a better throw by Love. I have said it time and time and time again. There is no defense for a perfect throw. There is absolutely none. So it'll be 1st and 10. Now I'm golden, something, something. Love Drops back, fires it, complete to Jacobs. He's got some daylight. 15, 10, and down at the 4-yard line. This is the Bengals defense we know and love. So anyway, we hate Ian Watkins, right? I saw it at first in, I don't know how Facebook active you guys are or how into metal you guys are, but there's a great Facebook group called Gent Shitposting. It's one of my favorite groups. And it's just like a bunch of like metal memes because I fully maintain that he's at the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Love under center, hands it off. Actually fakes the handoff. He's looking, and there are a lot of flags on the play in the direction of Tucker Kraft, covered by Dax Hill. Dax Hill tried to help him up, and Kraft is like, fuck no. Dax Hill? We like Dax Hill. Holding on the defense. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Oh, yeah, that's a bunch of holding right there. Oh, that was on CTB. Yeah, CTB is in some hot water. He's been in some hot water with the Bengals recently. There was one game, my favorite Cam Taylor-Britt story. He was like absolutely covering the hell out of DK Metcalf one game, and it was to the point where Metcalf just went up to him after a play and threw him to the ground out of nowhere. So it is first and goal at the 3, hands it off to Josh Jacobs, and it is a touchdown for Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. Romeo Dobbs' celebration was quite funny. He was like, quite funny. Great double chin shoes. Get it together. Go to the gym. Good run blocking by the Packers. It is now 9-0. Packers pending the extra point from what's-his-face. I think Lucas. Pending the extra point. It is on the left hash mark. The kick is up, and it is good. So it is 10-0 Green Bay Packers. Not a good start for the Cincinnati Bengals. I like Demon Hunter. I need to do more of a deep dive on them. But there was a girl I was talking to at one point who was super into the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. And she said, I wonder if Demon Hunters is going to go on tour. So I Googled Demon Hunters tour, and the band Demon Hunter came up. My Destiny is a banger, if you've never heard it. But I like Demon Hunter. There's a lot of, I know they're a Christian metalcore group. There's a lot of good Christian metal bands out there. One of my favorites, I saw them live about 3 years ago, but Wolves at the Gate is fantastic. I saw Memphis Mayfire at that same concert. It was Wolves at the Gate opened, Rain City Drive, From Ashes to New, and Memphis Mayfire headline. Great show. Yeah, I need to do more of a deep dive on Demon Hunter. But this has been a frustrating game for the Cincinnati Bengals. They have gotten absolutely nothing going on offense. Also, the Jets had 82 yards of offense. And also, I don't know how people expected Joe Flacco to come in and immediately just start slinging the football. Low-key, I was kind of drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit. But yeah, I kind of expected him to just come in and sling it immediately. But hadn't been doing that so much today. But like a lot of quarterbacks, they're thought of as Band-Aids. And like that's why people are like, oh, we could have brought in Jameis Winston, could have brought in Russell Wilson. Please no. We could have brought in Kirk Cousins. Even grosser, no. My friend Cy is a huge Vikings fan, and I want nothing to do with Kirk Cousins. He's expensive, and he's a dork, and he's not very clutch. I know of those bands, but I haven't listened to them. The Wolves at the Gate is very good. All right. Charlie Jones returns it to the 25-yard line. There is a flag on the play. What other Christian metal bands have I seen live? I'm not sure, but they're talented musicians. As I Lay Dying was Christian at one point. Personal foul on the Packers. Unnecessary roughness. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty on Tyron Hopper. Oh, it was a pile, and he was just desperate to tackle him. Lucian, I think it's just you and me right now, but it'll be 1st and 10 Bengals. 3:58 to go in the second quarter. Not a lot of laundry on the field today. Noah Fant in motion. Yeah, they were. Flacco fakes the handoff. He's looking, fires it deep to the left at absolutely nobody. As Lay Dying. But yeah, they were. Like, Tim Lambesis thought he was like this. He still kind of thinks he's like this godlike figure, but he's just like kind of a piece of shit. Yeah, Chase fell. Nate Hobbs in coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Yeah, they're very, very talented musicians. Josh Gilbert is in Spirit Box now, and he's fucking awesome. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. Flacco fakes the handoff to Chase Brown. He's being pressured, checks it down to Drew Sample, and it's a 4-yard loss. Bag's right there, boys. I can get it. But yeah, they kind of they had a couple fantastic records right before. Christian McCaffrey with a 1-yard rushing touchdown. There we go. 10-7 Niners. They're going to rally around the injury to Fred Warner. God, that sucks. 3rd and 13, 3-16, 15-14 for sinking. 37.5-yard line. The Devil Wears Prado used to be Christian. Flacco, somehow, those wheels, fires it deep downfield in the direction of T. Higgins. Incomplete pass. 4th and 13. This is rough. The Bengals are getting absolutely nothing on offense right now. Let's look at some stats. Because it's not going great for the Bengals right now. Ryan Rico punts it away. It's a beauty. Romeo Dobbs hesitated for a sec, then gets brought down by Tyson Anderson. And I think Samaje Perine as well. Let's see. The Bengals have 21 yards of offense. Jesus. Good God. Flacco so far is 4 for 9. There are 2 Bengals on the day that have negative receiving yardage totals. It's Drew Sample and Tanner Hudson. This is bad. Flacco is 4 for 9. Bucks TD. Who scored? We like Sean Tucker. Love. Drops back. Completes it. It's Tucker Kraft. He's at the 41. Oh God, the group chat, my Bengals group chat, saying Zach should be fired by Friday. Tucker Kraft brought down at about the line. Cam Ward picked off again. Michael Mayer with the touchdown. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41. Love hands it off to Jacobs. He's running up the middle, gets about 11 or 12 on the play. It'll be first down Packers, brought down by Logan Wilson and Dax Hill. How long of a leash does Zach Taylor have? It's inexcusable how long Zach Taylor's leash is. He's the play caller. He's the head coach. He's the culture guy. It's unbelievable how inefficient this team is. I'm frustrated, man. Lucian, I get you're having a good time. My God, they're bad. It is 10 to 14 bucks. Mac Jones has been slinging it, minus a pick. Baker also kind of slinging it. Rashad White and Sean Tucker both have touchdowns. Emeka Ibuka has 24 yards. Sterling Shepard has 15. This is a rough situation right now. The Bengals are not in a good situation. I'm mad. I'm angry. I don't think J-Dubs is here anymore, and I don't blame him. This is a horrible game altogether. It's inefficient. It's like nothing has happened. It's insane what has happened. And they just showed a commercial where the Bengals threw a pick. It was the Intercept Cancer commercial. They could make a whole movie about Bengals interceptions with that Intercept Cancer commercial. It's hard to watch. Oh boy. Yep. My friend Alex is at the. It's insane. The Packers have 235 yards of offense. That's unbelievable. The fact that the Packers only have 10 points and 235 total yards of offense is insane. I gotta shut that window. Love under center. Fakes the handoff to Jacobs. Looking, fires it to the left. Caught out of bounds by Romeo Doubs. That's a good take. Yeah. I'm gonna send that to my buddies real quick. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball at the. Oh, I guess he caught it. But Love checks it down to Jacobs. He gets about 5 on the play. Brought down by Barrett Carter. It'll be 3rd and 5. About 1:38 to go. The Bengals are struggling right now. 1:33 to go in the half. This has been a brutal and ineffective first half for the Bengals. The Packers are moving the ball. The Packers should have at least one more touchdown on the board. They're just not converting those yards into points. There's a timeout on the field. Oh, it's under review. Okay, I guess they are reviewing it. But again, there is about a minute 20 to go in the first half. Oh, the hell are they reviewing? I don't think his knee was down for a while. What are they reviewing? I don't know what's happening, but nonetheless, I'm going to shut this window so there's less glare on my face. That improved a little bit. But, oh, I think they're reviewing how much time's on the clock. Minute 51. I don't know what they're. Oh, were they reviewing whether or not he was out of bounds? I don't know what they're reviewing, but doesn't look good. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Still 10-0 Green Bay Packers. Something has to give with Zach Taylor. I don't know what it is, but something has to be done. The former Packer, Marquez Valdez Scandalous. Love drops back. They're on the 42. Love drops back, fires deep over the middle, and wait for it. Incomplete to Romeo Doubs. It'll be 4th and 5 with a minute 13 to go. So it'll be 4th and 5. I believe it was DJ Turner in coverage. He might have got away with some contact there, if you ask me. Yeah, DJ Turner batted down the pass. Love wanted the flag, too. But the Packers are going to punt it away. A minute 13 left in the first quarter. In the first half. Snaps back. The kick is away. Charlie Jones back to receive it. Fair catches it at about the 7-yard line of the Green Bay Packers. Nice little punt there. Daniel Whalen, I understand, is the Packers' name, is the punter's name. But yeah, I gotta figure. I've gotten a little bit of video stuff. I've gotten a head start on my review for the week. I've already written the Eagles and Giants review. I have not written the Broncos and Jets, but I could hash that out in little to no time. Too much deja vu. Explain that. As Chase Brown, nice little run there. Gets about 12 or 13 on the play, brought down at about the 19-yard line. So there's about a minute to go in the half. They're at the 20-yard line. Flacco is in shotgun. Chase Brown to his left, 41 remaining. Flacco drops back to pass, fires to the left, caught by Jamar Chase for 10 yards. It is a catch. It'll be first down, Cincinnati Bengals. It'll be at about the 30-yard line. You were up 10-0 against the Browns also. I believe that game was a road game. Not the first time you were up 10-0 on Joe Flacco. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Flacco is in shotgun. Samaje Perine to his right. He drops back to pass. He's looking, checks it down. It's complete to Tanner Hudson, who falls immediately and still gains about 3 yards nonetheless. 29 seconds remaining in the half. Timeout Bengals. Like I said, 29 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bengals are up on offense. They're not up in the game. They're up on offense. Starting to gain a little bit of momentum on offense, which is my way of saying, oh my God, we're actually getting yardage. Flacco is 6 for 11 for 26 yards. This is tough. How is that possible? I mean, I get it. New quarterback, aging quarterback. Oh, McPherson's going to try and kick like a 62-yarder or something. On the 33-yard line, Flacco drops back, checks it down. It's complete to Andre Yosivas. Gets to about the 37-yard line. 25 seconds remaining. Another timeout by the Cincinnati Bengals. So the Bengals will be Amarius Mims on. Oh, wow. Okay. It's good to see Amarius Mims on Micah Parsons. I don't think he's been sacked yet. What I always say about Amarius Mims when I was watching I wanted, in the 24 draft, I wanted to tackle in a bad way. And there were a lot of right tackles in that draft. There was J.C. Latham. There was Talisa Fuaga. As he hands it off to Samaje Perine, gets the first down. Gets about 4 or 5 on the play. Swallowed up by Edgerrin Cooper with 22 seconds remaining. Oh, I saw. It was bad. That game was painfully boring. It took 15 actual minutes from when the 1 o'clock game started for Justin Fields to no longer be the AFC East's leading passer. Drake May got him pretty quickly. .22 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line of Cincinnati. I formation. Flacco is in shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's well protected. He's scrambling to the right, and he's going to throw it away. And it is caught by a Packers defender who was on the sideline. So 15 seconds remaining. The Bengals are doing a good job of protecting Flacco, too. I'm going to send that to my buddies. .42-yard line. Flacco drops back to pass. Checks it down. It's complete to Noah Fant, who gets to the 49-yard line. They need to spike it, or they're not going to get there. They need to spike it. 3, 2, 1. And I believe he spiked it in time. We will see. I am interested to see how this plays out. They're going to put a second back on the clock. And Evan McPherson is going to try. Are they going to go? They are going for a 66-yard field goal. Oh. Evan McPherson from 66 yards. I lied. From 67 yards. This would be an NFL record. The kick is up. Would that have made it? That would have gone in. No way. Holy shit. That would have been an NFL record. From 67 yards, it bounced off the crossbar and through. If the Packers did not call a timeout, that would have been the NFL record of all time. But they called a timeout. That is absolutely unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So he's going to try it again. from 67 yards. Wow. They're lining up. 9 on the play clock. McPherson, the kick is up. It is no good. It is fielded in the end zone. Oh no, this is a kick six. Wow. What a wild way to end the first half. That legitimately would have been an NFL record. That is insane. That's going to be a clip. Clip it! I'm writing that down. Because, boys, it is halftime. The Packers are up 10-0. Oh, great. Mother's here. But that legitimately would have been the NFL record. We're clipping that in a little bit. And I'm going to put it on the internet. And it's going to go viral. But it is halftime. The Bengals are down 10-0. And funny enough, the NFL record kick of 66 yards by Justin Tucker also bounced off the crossbar. Oh, thanks, Pack Prods. Watch Grossi too. But what a wild way to end the first half. Evan McPherson legitimately would have set the NFL record for the longest field goal in NFL history, and he made it. But the Packers called timeout. Nice throw. But missed it nonetheless. I'm blown away. We are clipping that later, and we're putting it on the internet. Wow. So it is halftime. You shut your mouth, Lucian. You shut your mouth. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. I'm blown away by that. I'm downloading the clip, and I'm going to post it to the internet for the world to see. Yeah, legitimately. Evan McPherson just made a 67-yarder, but it didn't count. Said, I can't even get it to focus properly. Evan McPherson nailed a 67-yard field goal that would have been an NFL record, but the Packers called it to ice him. Unbelievable. That legitimately would have been the NFL record. I'm blown away. So, halftime score, 10-0. Vikings are on bye. Packers over the Bengals. I have nobody watching. So, controversial statements. Tim Lambesis didn't do anything wrong. Ian Watkins didn't do anything wrong. We like Ian. Okay, never mind. There are people watching. But just a brutal first half of the Bengals. I'm blown away. This team is just not doing anything on offense. They're inefficient. Okay, I see you. I'm gonna get those subs up at some point. You guys are gonna be remembered as the OGs. YouTube shit's hard. It's like you see the numbers just like slowly creep up and creep up and creep up. But it's just like that slow build that's just kind of demoralizing sometimes because like you put so much work into the videos and effort and just like put out content. But yeah, they're showing Fred Warner. He just looks very despondent. Some halftime highlights. Baker. Oh, wow. Is that Tez Johnson? Tez Johnson was wide open. So Flacco is 8 for 15 for 40 yards. Chase Brown has 4 rushes for 24 yards. Oh, Cameron Johnson. I'm sorry. That's unbelievable. But Flacco has 2.7 yards per attempt. I'm speechless. I don't really have anything to say. But other halftime scores, looks like the Bucs are up 20-13 on the 49ers. Baker Mayfield's been having a solid game. The 2-point conversion failed. I don't know why they went for 2 there. Probably to go by 2 possessions. But Baker is 10 for 15 for 133 yards and a touchdown. Cade Otton is the leading receiver, 3 receptions for 39 yards. Ibuka only has 2 for 24. The Raiders are up 10-0 on the Titans. Cam Ward has been somehow better than Flacco. I believe Van Jefferson's the leading receiver. Genti has 17 rushes for 60 yards. Geno Smith, 11. My opinion on the Panthers running back, Rico Dowdle, been good. Yeah, he ran all over the Cowboys, ran all over the Dolphins. Bengals offense just doesn't look good right now. And it's just like there's a common – I feel like Zach Taylor's a common denominator. It's like he's a play caller. He is the culture guy. It's tough right now. But again, thank you guys for helping me not feel all alone as I talk to myself for 3 hours. Phone's running out of battery because I've been keeping up with scores all day. Yeah. Rico, I put this in my video, but he had the most all-purpose yards any player has had in a game this season, and he might have had the second most as well. I think Rico Dowdle might have both of the top 2 all-purpose yards in a game. What a play. But it is halftime. Wow, the Raiders are in the third quarter already. Also, that game started earlier, so I don't blame them. Ooh, touchdown Raiders. Ashton Genti up the middle for 3 yards. Touchdown Raiders. It is now. Rico being Offensive Player of the Year is a stretch as of right now. It would have been Puka Nacua, but he got hurt today and he might be out next week. I think he hurt his ankle. Offensive Player of the Year. There is no clear-cut number one right now. God. Maybe Jonathan Taylor? McCaffrey? Who's the number one receiver in fantasy right now? That is a question that I am going to have to look up. Let's see. We're going to see who the number one receiver. We're going to learn this together, folks. Oh, duh, it's Puka. But it looks like Amon-Ra St. Brown is number 2. Amon-Ra has 35 catches for 407 yards and 6 touchdowns. JSN had a hell of a game today. If Rico keeps this up, he'll be a Pro Bowler, no doubt. Okay, so if you're the Panthers, what do you do? Because, okay, actually, I'm going to bring up a player that none of us have thought of in at least a year. Because if you're the Panthers, what do you do? Because not only do you have Rico Dowdle, you have Chuba on the bench, and next year you have Jonathan Brooks coming back. And I have a dynasty league where I was able to get Jonathan Brooks off of waivers and stick him on my IR for the year. So if you're the Panthers, what do you do? I mean, granted, it's a good problem to have. But also, here's what you do if you're the Panthers. You get Tet McMillan the football. Yeah. I don't see why not. Who do you trade, though? Do you trade Rico? Do you trade the hot hand? Do you sell high on Rico Dowdle? He's been a monster over the last couple weeks. He might be the ground player of the week again this week. What a crazy game for Carolina. I like Carolina. I don't think Bryce Young can elevate a team. I want him to get Tet McMillan the ball more because I was so high on Tet McMillan in fantasy because he's the unquestioned number one receiver in an ascending offense with a young quarterback who still has some potential. Bryce Young is not a bad quarterback. I still think Dave Canales is trying to unlock him, which is not a promising thing to say about a guy who's in his 3rd year in a row. Josh Simmons medical emergency. He's okay, but in California now. Does that mean he needs a boob job? You know what? You know who's going to come to Josh Simmons's, since he's in California? The Red Hot Chili Peppers are going to come to his rescue. Anthony Kiedis is going to write a song with his 19-year-old girlfriend, and they're going to come to Josh Simmons' rescue. Yeah. Also, chime in. What moments during the game do you think I should clip? Because so far I'm going to clip the McPherson field goal. 100%. Might clip that story too. But some puns. Let's see. I do stand up as well, and I have some puns in my act. But the second half is underway. Sorry to catch you guys off guard here. But Packers kick it off. It's to Charlie Jones. He's running 25-30. Got a little bit of daylight. Gets it out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Driven out of bounds on the play by Carrington Valentine. Laundry on the field. Holding on the Bengals. So it'll be first down, Cincinnati Bengals. Lucian, has Grassi done a Grassi raid yet? Puns. Yeah, I imagined. Yeah, I didn't anticipate, because like I said, I didn't anticipate one because he's already given me one. But the Bengals have the ball at the 39-yard line. Flacco is under center. Drew Sample in motion. Chase Brown in the backfield. Mitchell Tinsley to the right. Pitches it to Chase Brown to the right. He runs back to the middle. Gets about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. Dating wise, I would never date a girl who wears a septum, because I do not want a relationship with nose rings attached. Now, the Bengals have 65 yards of total offense, while the Packers have 240. The Bengals have 4 first downs. So, Flacco in shotgun, Chase Brown to his right, 2nd and 6, 14-16 remaining in the third. He pitches it to Chase Brown, looking for some room. He's running. He's being pile driven. Gets about 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 2. Grossi actually was. Tom Grossi was my inspiration. Because it was actually, it was kind of a decision I made last minute. Because he was streaming. It was when YouTube did the when they did their like live games for the Sao Paulo game. I was like, oh man, it's too late for me to do that. And I realized it wasn't. As he hands it off to Samaje Perine, gets pile driven to the first down. Jalen Rivers helped him out there. Samaje Perine with a first down. Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, it was the Brazil stream. But I was like, man, it was because it was week 1. And I'm like, that's a thing I can do. To just kind of call Bengals games and not have to spend money going to a bar and watching it. I mean, you got to support your local establishments, obviously. Flacco in shotgun. Samaje Perine drops back to pass. Fires to the left. Caught by Jamar Chase. First down. Cincinnati Bengals. Gets about 12 on the play. They're already looking better. Give it time. Trey Hendrickson is questionable to return. Gross. But it was Benchwarmer Brand was kind of the guy who motivated me to help start content creation. But Grossi was the one that motivated me to do live streaming. Flacco fakes a handoff to Samaje Perine. Fires to the right. Caught by Jamar Chase. Gets about 6 on the play. Brought down by Evan Williams. Love your whiskey, by the way. There is laundry on the field. There's 12:15 to go. It looks like it is on the Packers. And yes, it was the Brazil stream. The one where YouTube like broadcasted it on TV, like on their channel, basically. Is like, if this channel goes anywhere, and I really hope it does, this would be one of those, like, if I wasn't a Bengals fan, what team would I support? I would just be a bandwagon fan. Just kind of root for whatever team is winning. Even if one team takes the lead, like whatever team takes the lead, I'm just rooting for that team now. Hands it off to Samaje Perine. He's being pile driven, gets about 6 on the play. Evan Williams once again. In all seriousness, man, I am not sure. He would put on his brother's pads and run into telephone poles. Okay, yeah, that's like younger brother energy. It'll be 2nd and 4, 11-24. Flacco drops back to pass, fires to the right. Good defense. Keyshawn Nixon on defense, incomplete to T. Higgins. We like Cam Scottaboo. He's just a fun player. The comp I had for Cam Scattaboo, he reminds me of Peyton Hillis. That's my poll. So it'll be 3rd and 4, ball on the 44-yard line. Flacco in shotgun, Pirine to his right. He drops back to pass, fires over the middle, caught by T. Higgins. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. It's hard to say. I kind of have some secondary teams that I kind of root for a little bit. Titans field goal. They're doing things. I like a lot of teams in the NFC North. I don't have anything against any of them. I really don't. I know it's like there's like the rivalry with like favorite moment in YouTube career. Career is a strong word. Flacco checks it down, dropped by Yoshi. I had a video get like 7,000, like almost 8,000 views, which is like a ton for me. But like that first video, it was every season's every team's season in one word. It got like 8,000 views, which is like pretty fucking gnarly for me. Soon to be career. I had a previous TikTok account. It's kind of dormant right now. But I did some sports videos. I had some stand-up clips. Flacco hands it off to some Chase Brown. I'm sorry. There's a pile. It's going forward. They keep going. Gets about 8 or 9 on the play. I've had some videos blow up. I had one video on my old account get like 85,000 likes, which is pretty gnarly on my old TikTok account. If you're not Lucian or Pack Prods and you're watching, hi, we love you. Bills fan. I like the Bills. We like the Bills here. Flacco hands it off to Samaje Perine. He is at about the first down marker. Will they give him the forward progress? If it was the 2010s, I'd probably be a Bengals fan if I wasn't a Packers fan. Yeah, like the 2010s Bengals is like, I mean, that was like the beginning of my adult life, basically. Because I'm 33 now, and I graduated high school in 2011, which is like, the Bengals drafted Dalton like 2 months before I graduated. Flacco checks it down to Chase. Shut up. You see these fucking grays right here? What am I watching on? Pornhub. No, I'm watching just on CBS. Yeah, I got some grays right there. You'd be a Gaints fan. There you go. I like the Giants unis. I always have. They've always been like one of my favorites. But the Bengals have the ball on the Packers 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 4 with 8:34 remaining. Flacco in shotgun drops back, and the play is blown dead. There's some laundry on the field. I don't want to take Rossi's thing. Pending the penalty. Neutral zone infraction on the Packers. On Parsons. Trying to think of some other fun content creation moments I've had. So I'm kind of in I'm in contact a little bit. I can agree with that. I've been in contact with Benchwarmer Brand a little bit. I don't want to bug the shit out of him because he's got his own thing going. I do not want to bug him too much because I don't want to come across the psycho. This Flacco drops back, complete. Oh, dropped again by Andre Yosivas. Ugh. 8:01 remaining in the third. I would collab on a video with Bran in a second. I've wanted to, so I do like a real NFL predictions based on science thing where I kind of like write jokes about the games beforehand and like I predict the final score. I've always wanted to have like content creators do like a guest prediction. As 2nd and 10, Flacco fires over the middle, caught by T. Higgins, brought down at the 1-yard line. The Bengals have it 1st and goal at the 1. Appreciate you guys. Again, just trying to get my sub numbers up. It's a toughie. It's Flacco. And there's a flag on the play. If it's a false start, that's brutal. False start on the Bengals. Who was that on? He was short of the goal line. That's the issue. Cha-cha. My goal on YouTube, I eventually would like to turn it into a career. That'd be very fun. As Flacco, again blown dead. What in the world is? Oh no. If I could turn it in, I know how long it takes, and I know that I have to put a ton of work in. Yeah, I have to put a ton of work in to like get the subscriber numbers up and get people to notice. But like I've been doing stand-up comedy since I was 19 years old, and I've been like doing football work. I hosted a Bengals podcast for a long time. But I think it was just kind of like we've been doing it for so long that it's just like could be a dislocation like that way. So 1st and 10, ball at the 6-yard line. Flacco drops back to pass, hands it, draw play to Chase Brown. He runs it up the middle, gets about 2 yards on the play. Yeah, eventually if I could turn it into like a full-time career, like I'm not really good at jobs. So like if I could like kind of like, and also applying for jobs absolutely sucks. So if I could like turn it into a career where I wouldn't have to like answer to anybody, or I could just kind of like make my own decisions. Like I used to write like NFL articles. They like some of them are on Bleacher Report. Oh, balloon in the distance. All right. Flacco, 2nd and goal. And he is sacked on the play. I believe that's Lucas Van Ness. It sure is. Sure is. It's the first sack of the game. And not a good time for the Bengals to give it up. But again, like I don't think there is any like Bengals fan who does like comedic content creation like this. Like I have friends who do like comedic content creation for like my buddy Harrison Butler. He does a lot of like TikTok stuff, and he's really funny. But like I want to fill that like Bengals YouTube niche, because I know there's like Benchwarmer Brand does the Patriots, and Grossi does the Packers, and Perna does the Broncos. I think Pro Football Demons the Jets, and I think 5 Points is the Giants. But I want to be like that Bengals guy, because like I said, I've been doing stand-up for a long time. I've been writing football stuff for a long time, and I kind of want to like combine those two worlds and just make something of this. Because like I know I have like the writing acumen. I know I have. I don't know if my video, my camera quality could be shit, but or my on video ability might be kind of shitty, but it's just fun. I get to like, I don't have to answer anybody. I don't have to have jokes get cut. As Flacco throws it over the middle, caught by Tanner Hudson. He's fighting. Urinating tree and mega casuals or Steelers fans. Scooter Magruder. Yeah, that's kind of my goal, is to have that video that just blows up. I had one blow up, but I forgot. I didn't really like ride the momentum like I wanted to, because I was like busy like doing other stuff, and like there wasn't really. It was like the off season, and there just wasn't a lot to write about, and I was like also super new to video editing. Like my videos now look way better than they did in February because I was still learning it. Flacco drops back, fires to the end zone, caught by Tanner Hudson. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. And Tanner Hudson did the Lambeau leap. Oh my goodness. Tanner Hudson with the Lambeau leap. You know what, Pack Prods? We appreciate you. If that's throwing shade, I don't blame you. But we have fun here. I'm a shit talker sometimes. I'll be like, but it's all in good fun. Like I was at the Bengals Lions game last week in Cincinnati. Like I was at the game, and I was like just like in good fun talking shit to Lions fans, but it was all in good fun. They were in on it, as McPherson's extra point is up, and it is good. So, 10-7, Packers over the Bengals. This does not feel like a 10-7 game. So again, the moment I get off this stream, I am going to be making that video of McPherson making that kick. I already have it written down. McPherson NFL record. My handwriting is shit. But it is 10-7. Cincinnati Bengals. Other scores. Oh, God. They got to be calling for his fucking head. My friend sent me this meme. I want to die. It's just brutal. But again, but yeah, if I could turn this into like, and Lucian help me out, because I feel like you follow a lot of YouTubers, but I'm not sure there's not that Bengals fan that's like doing like long form YouTube stuff. Like Flemlo Rap, like I said, Flemlo Raps does YouTube stuff, but he's a Bengals guy, but just not funny. He's more like he's like this he's super deep and philosophical, and I'm like, I just want to make dick jokes. I just want to make football jokes. I just want to have fun and not answer to anybody. But also after this game, I'm going to piss through a wall because I've had a lot of water. I had a whole Gatorade at one point. I think I've only peed like twice, but you didn't need to know that. But it's I've enjoyed the YouTube stuff, and I don't do skits. Like I don't do like the Benchwarmer brand like skit stuff, because I don't want to rip off of him. Like I don't want to rip off of what they do. So I kind of want to do like the therapist sketch and the pathetic stats sketch and the predictions thing. If I could, I'd also do like a dating game thing where it's like this. I just had like this little like coat hanger with a microphone on it. It's a fun time. But again, it is 10-7, Packers over the Bengals with, wow, that was a hell of a drive. 10:14 off the clock. There we go. I had a short get about 5,000 views, which is pretty gnarly, as Romeo Dobbs takes the kickoff. 4:41 in the third quarter. Joe Flacco with a much better second half. As of now, he's 14 for 24 for 90 yards and a touchdown. His first touchdown as a Bengal was to Tanner Hudson. Joe Flacco has thrown his first touchdown as a Bengal. All right, it'll be 1st and 10. 4:41 remaining in the third. Love hands it off. Oh! What a hit by Geno Stone. Nice hit on Bo Melton there. Packers are driving down. That was a great hit. Bucks are up 20-16 on the Niners. And the Raiders are up 17-3 on the Titans. All right, ball on the 37-yard line. Jordan Love in shotgun all by himself. Josh Jacobs out to the left. Love drops back to pass, completes it to Romeo Doubs, gets to about the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st down, Green Bay Packers. Put the hand down, Shubes. Don't be happy. Damn it. So, it'll be 3:32 remaining. Damn it. There we go. That's the best I could get. Ball on the 44.5-yard line. Jordan Love hands it off to Josh Jacobs. He has some running room. Gets about 12 on the play. Gets to about the 44-yard line. Also, this is TJ Slayton's first game back in Green Bay. And we like TJ Slayton. Solid run by Jacobs there. Gets about 12 yards on the play. Yeah, I only started this channel like last year. And I'm still learning a lot, and I'm fully understanding that it takes a lot of time to grow something. As Love hands it off to Josh Jacobs, gets about 3 or 4 on the play. 2:33, 2-1-0 in the third quarter. 2:27 remaining. 2nd and 7. Tackle on the play by TJ Slayton, the former Packer. I wonder how many times Kevin Harlan said that. Kevin Harlan's probably my favorite play-by-play guy in the NFL right now. If Gus Johnson still called pro games, he'd be my number 1 as well. But 2:07 remaining. Ball on the 41.5-yard line. Tucker Kraft in motion. Love drops back to pass. Fires. Complete to Doubs. He's running. Gets to about the 29-yard line. Taken down on the play by Jordan Battle. Both offenses look very fluid right now. Shut up. It's all in good fun. I'm gonna have to follow some more of these YouTube guys, because I'm still learning and trying to connect with people and stuff. But I really enjoy it. Ball on the 29-yard line. Love drops back, fires over the middle, caught. Is that Musgrave? I believe that is Luke Musgrave on the play. I do my research. Tackled on the play by Demetrius Knight. It'll be 2nd and 3 with 56. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yep, Luke Musgrave sighting. Jordan Love in shotgun. He's got Jacobs to his right. Kraft in motion. Love hands it off. It's Jacobs. Gets the first. Brought down at about the 16. So it'll be 1st and 10 with 31 seconds remaining. That third quarter really flew by. My God. It is, once again, it is 10-7 Packers. Packers might run the clock down. Oh, Mike Pennell, the Chiefs. There you go. All right. Love in shotgun. Hands it off. It's Jacobs. This is going to be the final play of the quarter. Driving. Gets about 2.5 on the play, and that will do it for the third quarter. Let's see. I'm probably going to spend tonight watching. Oh, Lions Chiefs is going to be excellent. But I'm probably going to watch I'm going to watch a Lions Chiefs game. You got a Nikki Six. Welcome back. Welcome back from the afterworld. So Pack Prods, you're back from the dead. You went to, I'm assuming, the pearly gates. Were you in line with Ian Watkins? Were you in line with him? I mean, Ian Watkins is going to be like, oh, you're at the front? Hell. But I wonder if you were in line with that guy. But we have reached 2 hours in the stream. And speaking of a 2-hour stream, I got to pee so bad. I don't know how to go on pause, so I'm just going to hold it out. I make myself giggle. And that's all that matters sometimes. So, again, it is the fourth quarter. Packers are up 10-7 on the Cincinnati Bengals. It's been that third quarter flew the fuck by. Is there really a My Chart commercial right now? No way. But some dude with links said to go back down. Welcome back. We'd love to have you. Standing on the rooftops, everybody's banging children. Why? How do I get away with anything? Oh, Lucas Van Ness got carted off? Damn. All right. Well, I did not know that. But again, fourth quarter, Cincinnati Bengals are losing to the Green Bay Packers. It's been a solid game defensively for the Bengals. It's been a bend don't break game for the Bengals. There was a special spot for Tua. Where? And they lost. Achane had a hell of a game today. Packers are on the 14-yard line. Love under center. Got Jacobs in the backfield. Hands it off to Jacobs. He's running. 10-5 touchdown Packers. Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game. Ibuka is hurt as well. What has happened? That whole offense. Evans is hurt. Godwin's hurt. Jalen McMillan's on IR. And now Ibuka's hurt. As the PAT is up, and it is good. Yeah, it's a handicap pass. But Josh Jacobs with the solid rushing touchdown. I did see that Igbigbu play, or that clip, for the first time on the Grossi and Perna stream. In one of my leagues, I have Bijan and Jacobs. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting my ass handed to me by one of my best buds. I'm playing one of my best buds right now, and he's really handing it to me. I have a lot of leagues I'm doing pretty well. Yep. He scored more than 10 points. But the way the Bengals offense looked in the first drive, I'm holding on to hope. I think it could go okay. Let's see some scores elsewhere. 19 to 20 Bucks over the 49ers, and 17 to 3 Raiders over the Tennessee Titans. I have 9 leagues. I have 9 leagues because doctors tell me I have what's called a problem. And I have a lot of leagues. I am not winless in any of them. I think they range from like 4-1 to 1-4. It's just making that correct waiver call. There was one league I had so I'm adamant about not having a bias towards Bengals players. Like I don't want to overdraft a player just because he plays for the Bengals. But I've had Burrow in a couple leagues. I had T in one. I have Chase in one. There it is. 20 to 3 Raiders over the Titans. But I don't want to pick Mike Gesicki in the 7th round just because he plays for the Bengals. I had to tell some friends of the girl I used to date, yeah, it can happen. And I had to tell I basically just started a league just so she could play. And I had to tell her, I'm drop Andre Yoshibash. He's not going to there's no point in having him on your bench because there's Kendrick Bourne was still out there, and just because he plays for a player on your favorite team, as Charlie Jones returns it to the 23-yard line, there's no point in having a player just because you have an emotional attachment to him. So I'm just drop Yoshi and get someone else. But I said it nicely, obviously, because I'm she's new to it. Oh, Kevin Harlan's grandson is adorable. I wanted nothing to do with Javonte Williams this year. As Flacco drops back to pass on 1st and 10, fires. What a throw, caught by Jamar Chase. That was a bullseye from Joe Flacco to Jamar Chase, which is not a phrase I thought I'd say at the beginning of the year. God, that was a bullseye. Flacco, even at 40 years old, his throwing arm alone has added 7 seasons to his career. Flacco is under center, Chase Brown in the backfield. He pitches it to Brown. This isn't going to go anywhere. Actually, yes, it is. For 1-yard loss. Let's see. It's at about the 40. Maybe 2nd and 11, ball at the 40-yard line. Looks like it was brought down by Micah Parsons. 2nd and 11, 13:52 left in the game. The Bengals had 78 yards of offense on their final drive, or their most recent drive, and 65 yards in the entire first half, which is nuts. There's my Yoshi bobblehead, by the way. Just got it a couple days ago. All right, Flacco completes it to Jamar Chase, about a 4-yard completion, down to the 44-yard line. Baker to Tez Johnson. Baker's a good damn quarterback, man. Kendrick Bourne, 4 receptions for 130 yards. That's bonkers. 3rd and 6, ball on the 45. Flacco in shotgun. Drops back to pass. Has to get rid of it right away. Caught by T. Higgins. He is at the Packers 48. First down, Packers. Bengals have looked a lot better in the second half. Filling battery is at 5%. Bladder is at 95%. You don't have to be nice to me, Lucian. But defense on the play by Valentine there. The 1st and 10, ball on the 48-yard line. T's a good contested catch receiver. Also, I got to bring something up after this play. Flacco in shotgun. Drops back. Well protected, fires over the middle, caught to a wide open T. Higgins. About a nice little 21-yard gain there. I did watch scripted for the first time. I hadn't really seen it before. Oh, we get to see the replay. God, oh, what a catch! Tez Johnson made an unbelievable catch on that touchdown. 11:37, 6, 5, 4, and Flacco is in shotgun. Well protected, fires it in the direction of Drew Sample. Yeah. Yeah, well, the reason is because the Bengals and Packers are getting a lot of offensive yardage, but it's not translating to points. It didn't seem like the Bengals got yards. Hardly ever. It seems like the offense moves a lot more. Flacco seems to have found his rhythm a little bit. It took him a little bit to find his rhythm. But once he did, he's been doing all right. As Flacco drops back again, heavy pressure, caught by Brown. Gets about 3 on the play. Okay, so here's one thing I've said before. I maintain that if the Packers didn't trade up for Jordan Love, they very much should have drafted T. Higgins. Because Love was the 26th pick in 2020, and they traded up to get him. But T was the first pick of the second round that year, because the first 3 picks for the Bengals that year were Burrow, T. Higgins, and Logan Wilson. That's about as good as it gets. As Flacco drops back, fires to the right, incomplete, dropped once again by Andre Iosivas. So it'll be 4th and 7. Yeah, Yoshi has been butterfingers all day. And the kick is up by McPherson. It is right down the middle. It is now 17-10. Packers over the Bengals. But I said, T was, drafted right around him, so. Man, what has Yoshi done all day today? Does he have any production? Yoshi has 1 catch for 5 yards. Some leading receivers, Chase has 6 catches for 55 yards. Andre Iosivas 1 for 5. T. Higgins 5 catches for 62 yards. Tanner Hudson 4 catches for 10 yards and a tutty. Some leaders for the Packers, Josh Jacobs 15 rushes for 60 nice yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs is also the leading receiver. I lied. Matthew Golden has 2 catches for 55 yards. Jacobs has 4 catches for 48 yards. Romeo Dobbs, 4 catches for 40 yards. Dontavian Wicks, 2 for 15. Tucker Kraft, 1 catch for 24 yards. Luke Musgrave, 1 catch for 7 yards. And Emmanuel Wilson with a 4-yard loss of a catch. So, there is. If we didn't draft Love, I don't know who we'd get as Rodgers' successor. I mean, obviously. Because who would have been the successor? Because had a thought and I lost it. Because it's hard to imagine what the. I mean, it's been so long that you won't even know. It's been so long removed. It's all you know is that if I could have one player from any team join the Bengals, who would it be? I'm assuming I turned salary cap off. That's a good question. Well, guards have been an absolute point of contention for the Bengals because they're just not that good. Like they've been ass for years. And we've just never been able to figure it out. So, man. As the kickoff, whoa, he is sprinting, Bo Melton is. Gets to about the 39-yard line, 10:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jeez. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Yeah, Colts are 5-1. Damn. I guess Parsons. Actually, I have my answer. As Jordan Love drops back to pass, fires deep over the middle to the left, caught by Romeo Doubs, driven out of bounds by DJ Turner. Here's my answer. Patrick Surtain II. I would have Patrick Surtain join the Bengals right now. He's Defensive Player of the Year. People were shitting on him because he only had like 4 interceptions. That's just like, how could a player with 4 interceptions win Defensive Player of the Year, but a guy with 17.5 sacks is not? Well, when a player doesn't have a lot of picks, that means the quarterback's too afraid to throw the ball to him. That's a shutdown corner. As Love drops back, fires deep over the middle. Good defense in the direction of Matthew Golden. Good defense on the play by, I think that was Turner. Yeah. Good pass defense by DJ Turner. Excellent pass defense. Yeah, I'm going to say Patrick Surtain for my answer. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with 9:47 remaining. Ball on the 47-yard line. As Jordan Love drops back to pass, checks it down in the middle, caught by Jacobs, being dragged down by Barrett Carter. Yeah, we already have that alpha pass rusher in Trey Hendrickson. Actually, if we're stealing a player from a rival, I'd go TJ Watt. Because the Browns are just bad. I don't want to take anything from them. I'll take TJ Watt. Fuck the Steelers. Love, under center. Fakes the handoff. He's scrambling. He finds pressure. He escapes pressure. Gets the first down to about the 34-yard line. Why? He's been doing fine. 8:52 remaining. Yeah. We need a guard. Becton, okay, funny enough, Becton actually visited the Bengals before he joined the Eagles. Love hands it off to Josh Jacobs. He's stiff-arming Jordan Battle, gets to about the 19-yard line. I mean, yeah, fans obviously want that. Fans obviously want like 2 of the best pass rushers. That's like more fan porn to me than anything. It's like to me, it's like you're not making a strength even more of a strength. You want to address your weaknesses. The Bengals don't really have that alpha corner. Like, I love Dax Hill. But we don't have that alpha in our secondary. I would take Surtain in a second. Fakes the handoff to Jacobs. Checks it down to Tucker Kraft. 10-5. I think he got the touchdown. Tucker Kraft for 6. That sucks for the Bengals, but it does help my fantasy team. So yeah, the Bengals have to address their weaknesses. It's funny that my stream is just being watched by 2 Packers fans right now. No Bengals people, but you got Packers out the wazoo. Yeah, I think he got the 6. Pending the extra point from apparently the problematic kicker. The kick is up. It is good. 24-10. Packers over the Bengals. 7:33 remaining in the game. Tucker Kraft looks like a 15-year-old boy who just happens to have facial hair. That's my take on him. It's kind of like me too, but who cares? But I like the Yak and Cheese nickname. What does Tucker Kraft have now? Let's see. Tucker Kraft now has 2 catches for 43 yards and a tutty. Not a bad game overall. Let's see. Baker's doing well. Stephon Diggs kind of sucked. I benched Kamani Vidal. Whoopsie on that one. But I now have him on my roster, so who cares? I could have started him over Travion Henderson. But regardless, it is 24-10. Packers over the Bengals. About 7:33 remaining in the game. After that, I'm probably going to get some Skyline chili. And I'm going to go pee. I'm holding it for you guys. We like Tucker Kraft. I actually drafted. In my fantasy league, I think I was gonna get Evan Engram, but one of my best friends drafted him. So I'm like, oh shit, who do I get now? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get Tucker Kraft. I think I drafted him over a couple guys. I forget who I drafted him over. I'm gonna go check. Let's see the draft. Damn it. Draft results. There we go. I drafted him over. Jake Ferguson was the very next one. Dead ass. Yeah, Kraft is right there. Jake Ferguson, Dalton Kincaid, and Kyle Pitts, and Mike Gesicki. And it was Gesicki was drafted by a guy. I have Brock Bowers in I have Brock Bowers in my dynasty league. I'm doing a dynasty league for the first time this year. I went for a lot of youth. Like I have Genty, I have Neighbors. My 2 holdovers from last year were Neighbors and Bowers. But I have like Ted McMillan. I have 4 quarterbacks. I'm trying to get rid of those. But I have Goff, Caleb Williams. I picked up Jackson Dart. And probably my best pick, Drake motherfucking May. Yeah, I love the fact that I have Drake May right now in my dynasty league. My running backs like Genty and Montgomery. Receivers are kind of fucked, but we have fun here. All right. So it is 24-10. Packers over the Bengals. 2 times in the second for Brock Bowers. Ugh. So Bowers did have some injury concerns coming out of college. Tom is doing a P4 TD. I'm stupid. What does that mean? Another ChatGPT commercial. I wonder if ChatGPT commercials are made by ChatGPT. I use I use ChatGPT to help me with videos, but I don't use it for writing. I write everything. P for the defense. Don't say P. I gotta pee. But my legs are fully crossed right now. No. But I forget what I was talking about. We'll get back to it. 7:33 remaining in the game. It's 24-10. Let's see some other leaders. Jordan Love has 227 passing yards, a touchdown and a pick. Jordan Love also has 5 rushes for 22 yards. Leading rushers for the Bengals, Samaje Perine has 5 rushes for 13 yards, and Chase Brown has 9 rushes for 42. Oh, Grossi. Okay. That makes sense. All right, so my numbers should boost. All right, Flacco on the 35-yard line, drops back to pass, caught by Jamar Chase, gets about 9 on the play, almost had the 10, but he was brought down by Xavier McKinney. They're showing highlights of Rashawn Gary and Micah Parsons right now. They're getting pressure. Yeah, Yoshi's one catch was the one where he had was kneeling while he caught it. All right, 7 minutes remaining in the game. Hands it off. It's Samaje Perine. Gets about 3 yards. Okay, I forgot what that meant, but that makes more sense. I thought they were talking about Brady for a second. And Mims is hurt. Come on, walk it off, buddy. I love Amarius Mims. Come on. Mims looks hurt right now. Please be okay. Mims does not look good right now. Rashawn Gary's going to wreck his shit. Flacco completes it. It's Noah Fant. Gets about 7 on the play. Let's check in on Amarius Mims. He looks okay. But holding my breath a little bit. Yep, he's out. Fuck! Amarius Mims is a warrior. He might be winded. Cody Ford is in for the game. Who the hell is in that league? Well, nonetheless, is 2nd and 3, ball on the 46-yard line. Flacco drops back, fires a dot, incomplete in the direction of Chase, but flag on Keyshawn Nixon. Pass interference on Keyshawn Nixon. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. So, yep, there was definitely contact. So, there is 5:34 remaining in the game. 1st and 10. Bengals, ball on the 35-yard line. Flacco in shotgun. He drops back to pass. Fires to the right. Caught by Chase. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 Bengals. We have a flag problem. God hates flags. Flacco has definitely found his rhythm. So it'll be 2nd and 5. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Ball on the 30-yard line. Flacco dropping back to pass. He fires deep to the right. Nice attempt by T, but it is incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 5, 4:53 to go. Nice defense on the play, though. Flacco he kind of threw off his back foot there. So 3rd and 5, ball on the 30. Flacco in shotgun, got Chase Brown to his right. He drops back to pass, fires, caught by Jamar Chase. Flagaholics. You're also cheeseaholics. And there is more laundry on the field. Hands to the face, I think, on the Packers, on Keyshawn Nixon. Penalty declined. First down, Cincinnati Bengals. So we are going to see two 40-year-old quarterbacks on Thursday, and that's going to be insane. But the ball is on the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Bengals, 4:48 to go. As Flacco drops back to pass, he's looking, checks it down to Chase Brown, gets about 5 on the play. He's brought down at about the 19-yard line. Jamar had to be separated a little bit. They're kind of, come on, buddy. Flacco dropping back. He's facing pressure, has to throw it away. It'll be 3rd and 5. So, 4:21 to go. Chase and Valentine are still kind of going at it. So, once again, it'll be 3rd and 5 on the 19-yard line. Valentine looks like Justin Fields a little bit. Bucks, Chase McLaughlin. He was having a He-Man kind of year. 3rd and 5. And snaps it, gets the snap off. Dropping back, has to throw off his back foot. Easily defended. And Valentine is throwing it in his face. Valentine did a gritty and 100% just taunted Chase without actually taunting him. He is fired up right now. Oh, I saw. Bengals are going for it on 4th and down. On 4th and 5, they have to. Ball on the 19-yard line. 5 seconds on the play clock. Yoshi in motion. And it looks like the Bengals have called a timeout. So the Bengals did call a timeout. It'll be 4th and 5. Bengals look better with Joe Flacco than they ever did with Jake Browning, not counting garbage time last week against the Lions. So here we go. 4th and 5. In shotgun. Flacco drops back to pass. He's got time. He fires to the end zone. What a catch by Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati Bengals. And Chase does the gritty this time. What a phenomenal catch by Chase. That was an excellent catch. There was contact. He put his hands up at the last second and secured it. Keyshawn Nixon was all over him. And Chase says, you know what? I don't care. What a great throw. What a catch. And the Bengals are going for 2. They are going for 2. Flacco in shotgun drops back. He's looking. He's got a little bit of time. He fires. Caught by Chase Brown. And the Bengals have converted the 2-point conversion. There is life. Listen, if the Bengals lose, if it's a close loss, I'm not mad. I'm not. So it is 24-18. Packers over the Bengals. So my final score prediction for this game was 31-17 Packers. I don't think I was far off. But, man, what a play. From Joe Flacco to on 4th down, no less. That was an absolutely clutch play from Flacco to Chase. You know what? I'm making an executive decision. Pack Prods, Lucian, talk to each other. I gotta pee. Pee for the commercial. Happy birthday to me. I live in a tree. I look like a monkey. And I smell like my seed. And many more until you're 84. I sing pretty good. Lucian, I am more insightful. Hey, listen. All right, so Chair, how was your day? Don't give me that lip. All right. Savion Williams returning the ball. Oh, great. Mother's still watching. Alex, don't say the F word. Well, now that my bladder feels better. God, what a catch by Chase. Wait, no. The chair did not say go, Pack, go. The chair said who day. Good God, Joe Flacco has really improved in the second half. As Love hands it off to Jacobs. The chairs are for sitting. So it'll be 2nd and 5, 3:42 remaining. 24-18 Bengals over. Well, the Packers are beating the Bengals. Whoopsie. All right. Jordan Love on the 43-yard line, calling an audible. Ball on the 43-yard line, 3 seconds on the play clock. Jacobs in the backfield, fakes the handoff. And he cannot get it off. Sacked on the play by Geno Stone. This game ain't over. It'll be 3rd and 9. All right. The 3rd and 9. Great play by Geno Stone. Miles Murphy added the pressure. It'll be 3rd and 9. It's the first sack of the game for the Bengals. Ball on the 39-yard line. Jordan Love in shotgun. Got Jacobs to his right. Romeo Doubs in motion. Jordan Love drops back to pass. He's scrambling. He fires deep downfield. Caught by Matthew Golden for the first down. What a dagger of a catch. And no one was in his zip code. Yeah, that's a great cut by Golden. Excellent route running by Matthew Golden with Jordan battling coverage. First and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. 2:24 remaining in the game. Hands it off to Jacobs. He gets about 2 yards on the play, brought down by Jordan Battle. Go Cheese. The Bengals look better this week with Flacco. Oh, we like Larry Fitzgerald. So, there's a little bit of time remaining. Phone battery is at 2%. Titans and Raiders has gone final. David Martin Robinson. Who? Yeah, Mac Jones got picked off. Dominic Pooney, I keep forgetting he's on the 49ers. We've drafted Jermaine Burton over him. I'm wearing a Bengals 81 jersey, but it is not a Jermaine Burton jersey. I think I've showed this before. It's a Thaddeus Moss jersey. There's a fun story behind that one. So, a lot of Bengals fans wanted Thaddeus Moss to work out for us because he went to LSU. He had that Burrow connection. And he's Randy Moss's son. And they kept talking about him like he's the second coming of Tony Gonzalez. But he just was never very good. And I kept trying to be like, hey, this guy's not very good. But then Bengals fans weren't listening. So I decided to completely turn it on its head. And I started, yes, UFL legend Thaddeus Moss. And I started talking about Thaddeus Moss like he was like the second coming of the greatest tight ends you've ever seen. I basically just made him like a Chuck Norris. I thought it was a Trey. It's 81. I would like a Trey jersey. I want a Flacco jersey. It's not I said this like earlier in the week. It's not because of like how good Flacco will be for the Bengals. A Joe Flacco Bengals jersey is such an awesome relic to have. It's like that moment in time. Like I went to a White Sox game in 2008, and I know the exact year because it was the 2-month stretch where Ken Griffey Jr. played for the White Sox. I have a Griffey shirt somewhere. I don't think I will. But it's like that awesome relic. It's like, I'm trying to think of who like an example would be for the Packers. All right, Love on the 26. He's scrambling, running to the right, 2nd and 7, slides down at the 20. I don't know why he didn't go for the first. That was one of the decisions of all time as we have reached the 2-minute warning. He didn't go for the first down. Someone explain that to me. He had the path for the first down. He needed a yard. I'm going to ask that in my group chat. But it is third down and short. Ball on the 20-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning. It is 24-18. Packers over the Bengals. Funny enough, my final score prediction was 31-17 Packers. Yeah, I get that. But if you stay in bounds and get the first, you can chew clock and have 3 extra plays. So that's what doesn't make sense to me. Is why you can't chew clock. You can essentially like run out the clock. That's just what doesn't make sense to me. But it's 24-18. Pack over the Bengals. I think once the game is over, I'm probably going to answer a couple questions and then pop off. But it's been a fun game nonetheless. I'm going to grab a phone charger real quick. Chair, incite these people. Because my phone is at a low battery. There we go. Chair, say hello to the general population. Yeah, we'll see if it works. I mean, regardless, if they kick a field goal, it's going to be a 2-possession game. So I think the Packers will be fine. But nonetheless, there are 2 minutes remaining in the game. Be third and short. Ball around the 20-yard line. Jordan Love under 21.5-yard line. Packers have called a timeout. So what I am going to do is I'm going to screen record the Evan McPherson field goal. And in the moment, so record that just so I can get the highlight and then very quickly airdrop it to myself. And then we are going to make a clip. It's going to be up by it'll be up well before 8 o'clock. But there we go. Schefter had a better clip of it. But Love fires incomplete in the direction of Matthew Golden. So it'll be 4th down and 2, pending the field goal. So great defensive play by the Bengals. Good pressure by Geno Stone. Might have gotten away with a little rough in the passer. Lucas Haversick. Pending the field goal to make it a 2-possession game from 39 yards. The kick is up, and it is good. So it is 27-18. It is 27-18. Packers over the Cincinnati Bengals. Under 2 minutes remaining to go in the game. Nice play. And the Bengals may appear to have cemented the defeat. 152 remaining in the game. So, nice field goal there. Looks like Amarius Mims got winded for a sec on the last drive, but it appears that he will be headed back out on the field. We love to see that. So, assuming the Bengals, Jake Browning is warming up on the sideline. Is he going in? He does not have his helmet on. But Charlie Jones catches it in the end zone for a touchback. Or no, I'm sorry. That was not Charlie Jones. I'm going to airdrop this video to myself real quick. This is what you got to do as a content creator. One that's not really doing a lot right now. There we go. Ball on the 35-yard line. Flacco in shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's facing pressure. Checks it down. Complete to Noah Fant. Ball at around the 42-yard line. There's 1:38 remaining. It'll be 2nd and 3. Ball at around the 41-yard line. The Bengals are in a hurry-up offense. Flacco drops back to pass. Checks it down again. Complete to Samaje Perine. Got a little bit of daylight. Keeps going. Powering through. He's not down. He is down at the 42, and the Bengals will be wise to call a timeout. Thank you for the cookies. All right. Ball on the 42. And what happens here? Looks like the Bengals have called a timeout. There's 1:09 remaining in the game. Oh, I could clip the Bengals touchdown. I just got to figure out around where that was. My pen's right here, thankfully. All right, Flacco drops back, checks it down, complete to Noah Fant, stays in bounds, goes to about the 37-yard line of the Packers. The clock is running, and the Bengals are in a hurry-up offense. 38, Flacco dropping back to pass, checks it down once again to Samaje Perine. Get out of bounds, get out of bounds, get out of bounds. He is out of bounds. So, I think you kick the field goal here. You kick the field goal here. You leave as much time on the clock as you can and go for the onside kick. They're bringing Evan Daddy McPherson out on the field. Once this game is over, very quickly, I'm going to be making that clip and editing it together. But what a kick. Nice. So, this will be from 56 yards. Fourth and 6. I maintain the 50-yard field goal is the new 40-yard field goal. Because kickers have really put on their big boy pants. Uh-oh. McPherson. The kick is up. It is no good to the right. And that's your ball game. The Cincinnati Bengals will walk away from Lambeau Field losers today. He hooked it right and hooked it short. And the Packers will walk away with the victory. Oh, shut up. The Packers are in victory formation on the 46-yard line. Love kneels it. And there is more time on the play clock than there is the game clock. And the Packers will walk away victorious. Hold on a second. Vote. Do I call the end of the Bucks 49ers game? Or do I clip it real quick? Oh, Bucks just went up 30-19. And according to the ESPN app, it is gone final. So yeah, the Bengals game is gone final. You know what? We're calling the Niners game. Do not give a shit. But it is 30-19. Bucks are up on the 49ers. There is a minute 55 left in the game. The 49ers do not have any timeouts. The Bengals did better than I thought they were going to do today. They covered the spread. As McLaughlin kicks it off. Received in the end zone. And Mac Jones, the banana hammock himself. Here's a hot take. I don't like calling NFL players injury prone. I don't like that label. And I'll explain why in a sec. As Mac Jones in shotgun drops back, brought down by Yaya Diaby. That's a fun name to say. It'll be 2nd and 19, a minute 31 remaining. Mac Jones in a hurry-up offense. He's got McCaffrey to his left. He drops back. He's looking. Pressured again. Has to fire it out of bounds. Caught by Kyle Scrabble, but out of bounds. Okay, so I don't like calling players injury prone because NFL players spend their entire careers getting chased by people who are 260 pounds and in the best shape of their life. They're in impeccable shape. Like, there are defensive players whose goal it is to wreck the shit of the quarterback. So it's like, yeah, you're going to get hurt when you have 265-pound dudes in perfect shape just wrecking you the entire game. So yeah, I don't like that label because of that. So 3rd and 27. Lord. Ball on the 15-yard line. Mac Jones in shotgun all by himself. A minute 6 to go. Jones in shotgun. Drops back to pass. Fires it over the middle. Caught by McCaffrey. He's spinning. He's got some daylight. He gets it to about the 38-yard line. Nice play by McCaffrey there. So it'll be 4th down and about 6.5. Jones in shotgun. Got Christian McCaffrey to his left. Juwan Jennings to the left. He drops back to pass. Fires to the right. Caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. But it was not enough. And it appears that the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to walk away victors. Yeah, I hope so. But Baker Mayfield's going to kneel. He's going to take victory formation. But I think that's going to do it. For tuning in, y'all are champs. I'm going to clip this real quick. But you guys are champions. Baker Mayfield takes the knee, and that'll be the ball game. Final score 30-19. Baker fires the ball into the stands. But Fred Warner's a major loss for the Niners. But you guys, I think that's going to do it for the stream. We had just hit the 3-hour mark. But the final score of the game, Buccaneers 30, 49ers 19. But the final score of the game earlier, Packers 27, Bengals 18. You guys are champs. I'll be back. When's the next Bengals road game? Let's see. I will be back. Oh, wow. It'll be over a month. Yeah, I'll be there for brand coverage. November 16th. It will be over a month before I stream again because I will be at the Steelers game. I'll be at the Jets game. I'll be at the Bears game. The next Bengals road game is November 16th against the Steelers. I might be able to do that. I might be able to stream a 1 p.m. game just to keep my chops up a little bit. You know what? I'll do a Sunday game this week. I got some time. Who do the Packers play next week? Let's see. Let's see who they got. Next week, they are at Arizona. I could brush up on them. Oh, they got the Steelers. Sunday night game. Yeah, I'll do the they got a 4 p.m. game coming up. But yeah, all right. I'll look into it. But for now, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We did it. We made it 3 hours and 2 minutes. But tune in. I'm going to try to have the weekly review up by Tuesday. But for the live stream, I'm Alex. Thank you guys. I will see you next time, whenever that may be.